All right, you got the picture? Good. Everybody get back to work.
Welcome to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Robert. I'm with my co-host, Darren in LA. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Crazy week, but warm weather is on the west. I feel like
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be optimistic, man. It's 41 degrees right now, so it's better than no.
That is true.
Take that.
That is 100% true. How about you, Rob?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's good. We went to Costco, went to Marvel exhibit with the kids. Got the biggest book you would ever seen about Marvel. We're
Is that
bringing it over
encyclopedia?
just so you can see it. Yeah,
I
we
love
got the
those
Marvel
things.
Encyclopedia. It's amazing. It's
Do you,
gorgeous inside.
do you know when it was made?
I don't know. No, not off the top of my head. I'll text it to you though when I get home.
All right, bet.
It stresses Darren out, and I love it.
Why does it stress there now? I have an
Every
encyclopedia
time
up here.
Every time we come over, I give it to him. Like, learn yourself something about Marvel, Darren.
They
It's such
got
a
so
beautiful.
many
It's such a big
characters in.
universe.
They got so many characters in that thing that it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
It makes all the sense. It's in there.
You're not gonna know all these characters.
If people can read the
But you gotta
Bible, they
think.
can read
The
that
cool
shit.
part is Jack Kirby and Stan Lee probably made like 75 to 80% of those characters.
That's crazy. All of them.
75 to
Niggas
80%, something like
name.
that.
But I mean, there's so many though.
You know how many groups there are just by that at the back of the book there was multiple groups like young Avengers, young thieves, young
It's
that. I
just
was like
different universes,
I
right?
was like I was like, let me go to the Y section. And it just had a whole bunch of those. Wolverine had 4 pages by itself.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta
Well,
think, bro. That he's lived through like every war ever.
Wolverine was a main character for a while though.
Nah. Somebody else had a whole page to themselves.
Nah,
I
he's
believe
Probably
right.
I believe
He was a main
I
character
believe
for a
that
long
one.
time.
Spider-Man. Probably
Yeah, he did, but
Iron Man. Those are top tier characters. The Fantastic Four were top tier characters.
I think when we get to that, so
I don't know about top tier. People just liked him because they were the first family.
Well, I mean, like famous wise and sales wise, with
Yeah,
the comics,
definitely. Yeah.
those people were huge. You know, you don't believe it?
I think they were. I think that book is ridiculous. That's why
How many pages is it?
I didn't think like that.
You have to know. How far? What was the last page you got to?
You should be asking what letter I went to. I went
Page.
from like S to Y, and then I went back to C for no reason. I just stopped looking.
Who's the most amazing so far?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Not true.
Who stood out the
No, it's crazy
most?
though. They got detectives in it and shit. People who just do like everyday shit. Like Mary Jane. That's who it was. Mary Jane had a whole page to herself.
Spider Man.
Yes, from Spider Man. She had a whole like a whole page for herself.
Is that the
Because
reason
she's
why?
Mind
good
you,
people.
yes, because it's not
Nah.
a whole. Nobody has whole pages. Like they was fitting
She's
six
Mary
people on that
Jane,
page.
baby.
Yeah, but Mary Jane has a lot of history with Spider-Man. He was married to her for
Uh,
like 30 years.
y'all trip. Y'all
And
trip.
all the different variations.
And honestly, Darren, that's probably the second biggest marriage in comics, right behind Superman and Lois Lane.
Did they get married?
Yeah, they
Who?
got Lois.
Superman and Lois Lane?
Lois Lane. I didn't remember them getting
Yeah,
married. No,
they've got married. They
I
got
said
married.
I don't
This
remember.
nigga died. He came back to life.
Nigga died.
They've had kids.
All right.
Poor crypto.
There was a lot of shit that happened in this week since the last time we've been here, just in the world. Uh, yeah, I just want to say that. There's been a lot of shit.
Don't worry, Dan. We're gonna cover it. It's within the realm of our scope today. So
I'm
let's just get
excited.
into it. Let's start with this video. I want to know what you guys think of this.
Let's make
People are evading taxes with NFTs in less than 1 minute. A lot of you are asking for this, and there's a lot of misconceptions going around, so here's how they do it. So let's say Logan Paul was an early adopter of Ethereum. He bought in when it was low, and he sold when it was high, and he made a ton of money. If that money is in his Coinbase wallet, which, if you don't know, Coinbase uses KYC, know your customer. So they know all your tax information, your bank information. That's how you got the money in there in the first place. Coinbase knows Logan made all this money, and Coinbase is legally required to report to the IRS on how much people are making, so that way they can tax them. Here's where you have to bear with me. Logan Paul would take that Coinbase wallet that he's made all these profits with, and he would go and buy a bunch of NFTs. He would make a decentralized address with a small amount of money in it, and he would make offers to those NFTs that he purchased. But those offers would be for lower than Logan Paul actually bought them for. If Logan accepted all of those low offers, that's taking a loss on his NFT. So if you take losses, those offset your profits. So the more losses that you take, it offsets your profit. But in reality, all those NFTs are still his, they're just in a different wallet. People are evading
What do you guys think about that?
I don't understand how he took a loss.
It took a second to hit me. I was following him to the very end. And then, so wait, hold up, time out. Hold up, time out. At the end of it, who's buying the NFT though? He's buying it back.
Yes, and with a different wallet.
Oh yeah, that shit should be illegal. But I'm just saying, look. So first off, people do this in real life in general. They
Buy their own stocks with different money, take a loss on it. That makes no fucking sense because you're getting the money back.
no. Let's say if you get a lot of money. Let's say if you make some money that year, like a lot of money that year.
Okay, you make a lot of money that year.
People will buy art in general. Rich people will buy art.
Yes.
Be like, okay, I'll value it at this, and then it's taken a loss because you bought it. You bought this art, but it's still worth a lot of money. It's still worth a lot.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Hold
And
on. If you made XYZ money and you buy something, you still made XYZ in dollars. You're still being taxed on that. That doesn't stop your profit. You've already made the profit.
okay, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But if you buy art,
Yes.
it can be used as a how do I put this? So I would say similar to like how you own a house.
Like equity.
Or own a property, yes.
Okay.
But the you set how much you value it at.
So it would be next year you would lose on equity of that artwork because you claim it is worth less money than you initially bought it for. Is that what you're trying to say?
Saying that's worth more.
You would say it's worth more now, so you made more profit.
No, it's not making more profit if you bought it. Yes. Does that make sense?
But you bought it so year one you made a lot of money and you bought this artwork.
There's a video better than me. So
Okay, I'm just confused. That's all.
I know I'm not doing a good job. But I know rich people do this in real life, so I'm not surprised that they're going to do this. Find loopholes to do this with NFTs.
When I see these types of videos, these videos show me that people these days are very interested in loopholes and are interested in buzzwords and keywords and hot topics, but there's very little information in this video for me to completely understand or even be very interested in understanding what the fuck this loophole is. Maybe I should watch the video again. Can we watch it again? Maybe can we watch it again?
taxes
Or
with
Rob, can you
NFTs in
explain
less
it
than 1
quickly?
Can we pause at certain points for them? At any point that you need any type of explaining,
All right.
me and Rob.
So how people are evading taxes? So
Let's make honey
people are evading
taxes are what? Taxes are based on what you make a year, correct? So if you have a regular job, whatever, you get a W-2. So when you're buying NFTs, you have a Coinbase. The Coinbase reports your earnings, correct? Or is it reporting your current balance in the Coinbase? Because if it's reporting your current balance, this kind of makes sense. But if it's reporting your total earnings, which a bank or institution that holds your money will do, this don't make no fucking sense to me. Like Chase would, if the government asked how much did LA have inside of his Chase account, inside a Chase account or my Huntington account, they would say this motherfucker had XYZ dollars in his bank account or this much income in his bank account, and they can verify things. Or they'll tell him, if they're only telling them, because this Coinbase is only telling them this is how much this dude has in his bank account today, which I don't think is FDIC legal or FDIC like approved or legal, but I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, I'll go into it with that a little bit open minded. I'm down. Let's say Coinbase reports you.
This after you make money off of Ethereum.
You've already made the money.
You made money with Ethereum. So let's say if you bought, he's saying if you bought Ethereum at a low price and it goes up and you sold it,
Okay.
they're supposed to report how much you made off of that.
Which makes sense.
Thing is, he's moving that Ethereum into an NFT. That's okay. Ethereum is what it is for to make an NFT. So it actually is the art. You're spending the Ethereum to make the NFT. Is that
What is inside of the Coinbase account? Is it this Ethereum?
yes?
So he's using the Ethereum inside of his Coinbase account to buy NFT. So the Ethereum already his bank account.
It's not. It's not. It's no longer there because it's an NFT.
But he had to get it there to buy the NFT, right?
Yes.
So it already hit there. So that I don't understand that.
It
Let's just
was
watch.
there, but it was already there because he already made the money. It's the same point. You can use Coinbase to buy the NFT, or you can use it for stocks too, or for not stocks.
But in any one of those scenarios, it already hit the Coinbase account, and Coinbase has to report it, right?
Yeah, but you're taking a loss when you buy the NFT.
Okay, so you already had money in your Coinbase account, bought the NFT. I don't understand it. Okay, let's just watch the video again. Maybe it'll click.
I'm
Please.
sticking on to the first part before we go to the next part. But
Taxes with NFTs in less than 1 minute. A lot of you are asking for this and there's a lot of misconceptions going around, so here's how they do it. So let's say Logan Paul was an early adopter of Ethereum. He bought in when it was low and he sold when it was high and he made a ton of money. If that money is in his Coinbase wallet, which if you don't know, Coinbase uses KYC, know your customer. So they know all your tax information, your bank information. That's how you got the money in there in the first place. Coinbase knows Logan made all this money and Coinbase is legally required to report to the IRS on how much people are making so that way they can tax them. Here's where you have to bear with me. Logan Paul would take that Coinbase wallet that he's made all these profits with and he would go and buy a bunch of NFTs. He would make a decentralized address with a small amount of money in it and he would make offers to those NFTs that he purchased, but those offers would be for lower than Logan Paul actually bought them for. If Logan accepted all of those low offers, that's taking a loss on his NFT. So if you take losses, those offset your profits. So the more losses that you take, it offsets your profit. But in reality, all those NFTs are still his, they're just in a different wallet. People are
so you can still sell those later.
But then he run into the same problem of making too much fucking money.
Not if you drive the price of it up over the next couple of years.
And then he would sell it, make a lot of fucking money, and have to do the same thing again. Because he'd make too much money, right?
No, because it's an NFT. You don't get you can't get taxed on NFT until you sell the NFT.
So if he sells the NFT, right? Follow me. He sells the NFT for $100 million or Ethereum. It will go to what? His Coinbase.
He will eventually get taxed.
And Coinbase would have to report it.
Eventually, he will get taxed on it. But if you drive the price up on it, that tax will still stay the same. It'll still stay the same percentage, of course. But you're making more money overall eventually, right?
I guess, maybe. I don't know. I guess you are. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. That was pretty interesting. I know that niggas have been trying to avoid paying taxes for years, and if it was that easy, it would not be on a YouTube video. But Hey, what do I know?
TikTok video.
A TikTok video,
I
even
mean,
better.
it's on YouTube.
What else you got? That was interesting. Let's see what else you got.
Yeah, I know you. It has now been 1,770 days since Kendrick Lamar dropped this album. To put that into perspective, rappers like Polo G, Roddy Ricch, Juice WRLD, Gunna, and Lil Baby didn't even have any official music out the last time Kendrick dropped. Trippie Redd literally released 9 whole-ass projects since Damn was released. XXXTentacion and Juice WRLD birthed their careers and became some of the biggest hip-hop artists and then passed away since the last time Kendrick Lamar dropped an album. It is now
Damn. Ah, that's why he did it. Damn.
That's interesting.
Okay, Dot.
That's crazy. I was actually listening to Humble on my way over here.
I listen to Humble every day at the gym. In my gym mix.
Good song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, man. He said how many days one more time?
been 1,770 days since Kendrick Lamar.
1,770 days. Yeah, that's a lot of time.
1,700?
Yes,
That's 365 days a year, so that's 3, 4, 5 years. 5, 6 years.
2007.
Yeah.
17, excuse me.
5, 6 years.
They said no, he's about to leave. He's about to be done with TDE, so
Yeah. No more Top Dog.
yeah. They still got the full roster. That's dope.
He's
But,
hopefully still gonna show up, right? He'll show up, do compilations with him still.
yeah, I'm sure he's gonna still jump on the tracks with him. But
They need to make Absol drop a project.
true. I think SZA's project should be coming.
SZA, that's
Yeah.
my baby. I love how she rapping Italices. Or she's singing Italices. SZA can get you going any day or night. Yo,
Yeah.
SZA and Ty Dolla $ign together is a cheat code. You know that?
Yeah, they are. They are.
They cheat codes.
That hit different. It's different.
Head there. I don't know who's humming. I don't know who's singing, but
Yeah.
I'm in the sauna just melting. Just melting.
Yeah. That's a joke. But her album actually came out like 2016. Or
Yeah.
2016, 17, something like that. So I can't wait to hear hers either.
I love SZA. SZA and when you was talking about Ray Shrimrums,
Like Summer.
I listened to the Sativa song. I like that Sativa song.
What Janine
Was that even that was I'm thinking about the wrong person. Never mind. I thought that was SZA. They all look the same to me. They all light skinned girls. They're beautiful girls, but they all sing Italices.
I don't know if SZA is light skin.
She lighter than me.
True.
She light skinned.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone.
If you lighter than me, you light skinned there.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
We was the niggas on the field.
Yeah.
Nah, you light skinned. You was inside. Darren was inside.
Darren, I can see Darren's bald hair sweating right now.
Darren was out there sweating with me. We was out there thinking like we could jump that fence, bro. We could have made it.
Man. Speaking of, bro, while Rob looking up the next thing, the History Channel. I think I said this before. They're doing a great job.
Here we go. The Almost History Channel is what it's called.
Right, nah, bro. They did a great job with this Abraham Lincoln documentary.
How do you pronounce WWF, like WWE now, I guess it's called. But like how do you say what they do?
Wrestling?
Sports entertainment.
Rob, what do you call it? What's the word you call it?
It's called sports entertainment.
No, it's one word. What do you call it?
Wrestling?
You say wrestling?
Wrestling?
Oh, wrestling.
I say wrestling, and I got made a fool of. I was at the birthday party and we was looking out. I was like, damn, look at these. They still wrestling. And everybody stopped. Was like, what did you say? I was like, what, you don't like wrestling? I was like, no, LA, you are not from the sticks. You cannot say boom. I was like, that's what they call it.
No, y'all can't say that shit.
Why can't we say wrestling?
Them boys is wrestling.
Y'all can't represent Columbus and say that shit. That is some true, that's some true Akron shit.
You see some grown men in tights running around and jumping at each other. Them boys is wrestling.
That is wrestling.
That's
It's
not no
wrestling.
wrestling. Wrestling is they got officials with whistles and they get points.
They
Right
have
over there,
they have officials.
not with no point system, no nothing. They just out there wrestling, Darren. That's what them boys is doing, grabbing on each other, sweating, wrestling.
Wrestling, y'all. Y'all are wild. Y'all
Just
are
saying, just saying.
Where did that even come from?
They just
Why did
came into my head
everybody
because I'm
why
still
did,
mad about it.
why did everybody stop and look at you? They just couldn't accept it.
Like you know how in movies, like not in movies, like on Everybody Hate Chris, they get like and everybody look at Chris. That's how I was. I was like, damn, for real, y'all like
A
wrestling?
person in the back, like, what?
What you just say? I was like, wrestling. You don't like wrestling? Two grown men in tights running around in the ring? They was like, nah, that's called wrestling, LA. I was like, no, wrestling is Olympic sport. You
No.
don't see none of these motherfuckers from the WWE in the Olympics.
Okay, I agree with Rob there. You separate the two.
That's wrestling.
No, it'd
He said no.
It's sports entertainment. We'll go with the long version.
There, it's called wrestling.
Nah, bro. Nah.
All right, Rob, what is this? What is this you showing? Who is this heavyweight champion? High state champion. Oh my God, Darren, you're
Former
no fun
heavyweight
today.
champion Vladimir.
What?
Wait, how do you spell his name? Vitaly.
Vitaly?
Oh wow. Former
Vitaly
heavyweight champion
Klitschko?
Vitaly Klitschko, the mayor of Ukraine's capital Kiev, plans to take up arms to defend against Russia's invasion along with brother Vladimir.
Vladimir.
So because of that, and because it's such a big deal right now, I wanted to have somebody explain the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Who's gonna do
This video.
Okay. I was gonna say we got a history professor on Zoom today.
Spotlight you, LA.
Shout out
Me?
to Illustrate to Educate.
I was gonna say no. Y'all got
Hey,
the
it's
wrong
Dan
black person
Zimmerman.
today.
Welcome to
Hi,
Illustrate to
Dan.
Educate. Don't forget to subscribe for simple,
I
objective
can't hear
videos on
Dan.
topics that matter.
Can't hear.
There have been a lot of
My
recent
volume was down.
events surrounding the Russia-Ukraine conflict. In this video, I'll address some of the most important recent events to help you stay informed. So what happened recently? On Monday, February 22nd, Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered troops into separatist pro-Moscow regions of eastern Ukraine in what Russia has called a peacekeeping mission. This happened soon after Putin signed decrees recognizing the independence of Moscow-backed regions. The decrees conveyed Moscow's official recognition over two breakaway territories in the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine, the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. The decrees recognized them as independent states and guaranteed their security with Russian troops. To further understand why this is a big deal, we need to look at the history of Ukraine's separatist regions. When Ukraine's Moscow-friendly president Viktor Yanukovych was driven from office by mass protests in February 2014, Russia responded by annexing Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula. Afterwards, an insurgency took place in eastern Ukraine's region known as Donbas. In April 2014, Russia-backed rebels seized government buildings in Donetsk and Luhansk regions, proclaimed the creation of People's Republics, and battled Ukrainian troops and volunteer battalions. In the months that followed, the separatist regions held a popular vote to declare independence and make a bid to become part of Russia. Ukraine and the West accused Russia of backing the insurgency and the rebels with troops and weapons. Russia has denied this accusation, saying any Russians who fought there were volunteers. There were several battles between Ukrainian troops and rebels that took place in 2014. In August 2014, a peace agreement was signed in Minsk, Belarus, between Ukrainian government, the rebels, and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, the OSCE, that included a ceasefire, a pullback of all foreign fighters, an exchange of prisoners and hostages, an amnesty for rebels, and a promise that separatist regions could have a degree of self-rule. However, that deal quickly collapsed, and large-scale fighting resumed, leading to another major defeat of Ukrainian forces at Debaltseve in January to February of 2015. A similar peace agreement was created again, signed in Minsk, but this time backed by leaders of Russia, Ukraine, France, and Germany. This agreement did help to stop large-scale battles, but essentially gave rebels' political control of the regions, which has caused tension in the area for the past 8 years. The main response to Russia's actions at this point are sanctions from several countries. If you're not familiar with what a sanction is a penalty imposed by one country against another, often in order to stop it from acting aggressively or breaking international law. Sanctions are often designed to hurt a country's economy or the finances of individual citizens, such as leading politicians. They are among the toughest measures nations can use, short of going to war. Currently, there are several countries that have already imposed sanctions on Russia. The UK has announced a series of sanctions against Russia, including the freezing of assets of 5 banks, along with 3 Russian billionaires. The European Union is sanctioning 27 Russian individuals and organizations, including banks, which include cutting off the ability to access funds from EU banks and banning trade between EU and the 2 rebel-held regions. The United States has sanctioned 5 key Russian elites and added restrictions on U.S. deals involving Russia's national debt. The White House is prepared to impose wider sanctions should Russia further invade Ukraine. And Germany has halted certification of the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline, which is a 750-mile pipeline that connects Russia to Germany and could deliver 55 billion cubic meters of gas per year, worth about $15 billion to the Russia state-owned company Gazprom. The list goes on, as there are many more countries still announcing sanctions. So what's the plan moving forward? It seems that the main objective is to use diplomacy to de-escalate the situation in Ukraine. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said the door to diplomacy still remains open with Russia. In addition, the Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said his nation has 2 plans. Plan A is to utilize every tool of diplomacy to deter Russia and prevent further escalation, and if that fails, he says that his country will, quote, fight for every inch of our land in every city and every village, to fight until we win, of course. Did you find this video helpful about the Ukraine-Russia
When was
conflict?
this made?
Please like this video and subscribe to Illustrate to Educate.
3 days ago.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure within that time, the U.S. actually just got another sanction on them and froze their banks, their top couple banks.
So what do you guys think? Whose side are you guys on?
I mean, it was very fast, but
It was.
Russia's trying to help the country become independent again. What is that? What I heard?
No.
I'm very confused.
So from what I know, from what I got from it, Ukraine is like separate from Russia, and Russia is trying to take Ukraine's independence away from them because Russia claims they own parts of Ukraine and it's Russian territory, and Ukraine's saying no, that's our land and we're independent from you guys.
Well, they're fighting for a specific piece of land.
I thought they were fighting for the country, but
they're fighting for the whole country. Yeah, one of these is getting a little too pushy there. So it's, to me, if I'm breaking this all down, sound like 2 parts of what used to be the Ukraine wanted to leave the Ukraine. Russia sound like, or they said they sound like Russia backed them. Russia denied those claims because a lot of rebels just taking over a piece of land over the whole country. It's a little bit much, right? So, Russia saying that it's not true though, and then that's why I thought they was fighting over this land where they, but I guess not.
This dude's great at drawing, by the way.
He's amazing. That one flag was crazy good. Excuse
the
me.
British one.
I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest with
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know all the statistics, but I don't think people should be invading other people's countries. That's not right. I don't think.
According to Putin, that is his country.
Well, according to maps, that's not. So.
if it's your country, I don't think you should be killing the civilians.
Right? If it's your country, they would have no issue with you coming in.
But Putin
That's
feels,
Mali, bro.
since it's his country, he can do whatever he wants to the civilians.
Hey,
And they
I'm just
fight.
letting you know how I feel.
And they fighting, man. The Ukrainian government and their everyday citizens are fighting. So
Do you think America and everybody is not being hard enough on Putin / Russia?
I think they just want to solve it the right way. Nobody wants to go to war.
It's hard, yeah, because that dude's got.
I don't think Putin gives a fuck.
Yeah,
Okay, he clearly, well, maybe we don't know, but in general, nobody wants to go to war.
yeah. America's been fighting
Russians
the
are
war
stubborn,
long
bro. They're
enough.
prideful people. I don't think they're gonna back down.
I don't think they want to fight. Like I've seen online, like people. There was two soldiers who had the tank who stopped at the Ukrainian like local police station to ask for gas because they were out of gas. Like, does that make sense to you? Like, if I really wanted to kill you, you think I would stop and ask for gas? Like, them dudes don't want to fight. They got captured. They're just waiting for this shit to be over with.
Did they give him gas?
Hell no, they handcuffed him and put him in jail.
Have you seen have you seen Saving Private Ryan?
Nah, it's been years. But yeah,
Well, there's a part of that movie where they capture like a German soldier,
yeah,
and they have him for like a while, and they wanted to kill him, but they ended up letting him just like walk and leave,
yeah.
and he ended up finding his people, and came back and ended up started killing them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, that'll do it. That's crazy though. I don't know. I wish everybody was
Safety,
over their safety.
yeah, safety overall. It's, nobody, we don't want to see it. We just don't want to see it happen.
I'm not about to go do anything about it, but you know,
Yeah, war is
Yes.
never good. War is
Yeah.
never good.
Never.
except for the people who supply the guns,
You said
And-
that's behind the guns.
who supply.
Supply the guns. Oh yeah. You can get, yeah. There's always somebody getting rich around wartime. Yeah.
That's how the Bushes got their money. The Bushes and the Cheneys.
Really no.
Yeah. They had military contracts. Got their money. Selling bombs.
You
Guns.
should if you have never seen it, you should check out the movie Vice. It's a
Yeah.
it's a movie about Dick Cheney.
Yeah. There's Vice. There's
That's a really Hollywood version of it though.
it's like
It's really good.
God of War, Lord of War. I don't remember what it's called. But it's about a gun runner in Liberia. Can't remember. Anyway, he worked for Cheney.
What's
Alright.
it called again?
God of War, Lord of God.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
Got Nicolas Cage in it.
Mm,
You don't know it.
does sound familiar. He has a beard or something. Or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I think I know. I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Alright. Next
yeah.
up.
Safety overall.
What's this?
Somebody told me. These are the celebrities that own the most amount of phrases and words. Jay-Z owns 46 trademarks, including a shade of blue that was for a Jeep that never came out.
What?
Shaq owns 47, including Shaq to School and Shaq-a-Claus. Mariah Carey owns 50, and no one else can call themselves Queen of Christmas. Rihanna has 53, and she famously had to sue her own dad because he was using their shared last name to scam people out of money. Kanye West has 71. Gordon Ramsay has 73, mostly versions of his restaurants and his shows. Drake has a lot. He's got 86, and he was
Harvey Musk. Niggas be trademarking
Athletic
everything.
Central, Know Yourself. How do you trademark Know Yourself?
denied Certified Lover Boy after he decided to make it the name of his album. Kim Kardashian has 92, but she's filed for well over 200 in her career. Kylie Jenner has 193, but she still can't get Kylie because Kylie Minogue's like, babe, I was here first. The very most, Taylor Swift, 215. These are the celebrities that own.
Why do they own so many words and phrases?
I guess the question is, how do you make that much? How do you make money off of it?
Yeah, like who's using those words? Who's using Queen of Christmas? I guess if someone does claim to be Queen of Christmas,
Say that.
oh,
We
you're
don't
right.
know if we got to. We don't know if we got to.
Damn, Mimi, I love you, girl. Don't sue me. I've been your biggest fan for 20 plus years. I know every word, every song. Don't do it, girl. I'll drink your bath water, Mimi. Don't do it. Allegedly. Dang, that's crazy though. Like, what words would you own? I want to own. Oh, I can't own LA. That's shitty.
Why can't you?
Because LA probably owns LA, the city of LA. You can't trademark the name of a city.
I let the different one.
Well, LeBron tried to
ELAYE.
trademark Taco Tuesday.
He did.
He didn't get it. He didn't.
tried
That'd be. Oh, I'd be
stupid.
salty.
That's cultural appropriation
I'd
to
be
the highest
salty.
degree.
They don't have Taco Tuesday wherever tacos came from. How do you know?
Bro, Taco
They probably-
Tuesday been a thing.
They probably have
30
tacos
years.
every day.
Just because Bron says it in a racist accent doesn't mean he can fucking trademark.
First of all, that man was salsaing and trying to be a part of the community.
Yeah, I was about to say tacos is most definitely part of the culture in Southern LA. I learned that very quickly.
So that means
is
he should
from Cuba.
trademark it? Come on, bro.
Accurate.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
tried to. He
That's
tried
some
to.
bullshit.
You get
Shit.
when you get out there, you're gonna try to make a lot of money, man. And yeah, I think he like doubled or tripled his worth since being in LA.
Let me find out. I can trademark shit. I'm about to trademark Bubby.
You can
Every
trademark.
dog named Bubby, you owe me $100.
You understand? You telling everybody on that.
I can write faster than I can type faster than them.
And Bubby will be a good one. Bubby approved.
Bubby
I
approved.
mean, Ella, you got till Tuesday at midnight.
Yeah. Bubby approved, baby.
Hmm.
I'm gonna come with stamps. Bubby's paws gonna just leave Bubby approved everywhere.
But 215 words, that's like crazy, dog. That's amazing.
Hey, look at it. He got the J's on. He got the Concords, my man. What is this?
Turn this off. Turn this off. Turn this off. I can't. What in the world? What in the world? This is why we gotta stop asking Rob what's the next topic. I'm gonna start introducing the topics from now on. This Rob is tripping. What? Don't ever put this blasphemy in Harriet Tubman. What are y'all doing? Oh,
Press play.
no,
Press play.
no, we're not doing this.
Alabama Jackson. This is the stupidest shit I've seen in a minute.
This is bizarre as hell. What?
Who made this shit?
Oh,
This is what they make instead of the Boondocks?
Bring back the Boondocks. Oh man,
That's funny.
Is
When's this come out?
Is that blasphemous to Black history?
Probably.
I think you tough. No, but
Probably.
debatably the bravest woman in Black history, and you going?
Do you hear what she said when she first came out on stage? She said, "You better put me on a fucking $20 bill for this shit." Is this still funny for real?
Man,
Oh shit.
I am weak.
Oh,
All right,
man.
I'm not
I
going
wish
to
I got a
ice
close up
next.
of Darren's face just falling apart. Just
Mm.
falling apart.
It's stupid.
Oh
Harriet
shit.
Tubman is the OG. Don't y'all messed up for this. Oh my goodness. And you gonna end out Black History on that. This is the last podcast on Black History Month, and you gonna end it out on that. Oh man.
That's some
They
funny
quoted it. What else you got, man?
Oh,
This is stupid.
I just noticed this. It's
Mhm.
unlisted.
What do you mean unlisted?
So you can't search for that. It isn't it's just you gotta kind of find it.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't it's not gonna pop up in your search history or anything. You kinda just gotta find it. They made it unlisted.
That's
Probably because
crazy.
it's during Black History Month, but that shit's funny as hell, bro.
They posted it. They sure did post it halfway through. Piece of trash. They couldn't wait till Taco Tuesday.
That's some
Yo,
funny
wow.
shit.
Y'all just wild. Y'all all went today.
Are you sure you don't want to finish this episode there?
No, I'm not finishing this. Not on air. Y'all are wow. I can't do this if y'all are wild. Harriet Tubman is the bravest Black historian, and y'all crazy.
Grogu and the Mandalorian reunite. I'm ready.
Bitches come and go, bro. But you know I stay.
Hey, what
I thought that shit was hard.
happened?
I thought that shit was hard.
Where did this come from?
Bitches come and go, bro. But
You know what stake.
Why you do that to Kermit though? And why the
How did
beat
they do
drop
that?
so cold?
He was eating a frog in one of those episodes.
Huh?
Remember, he's about to eat a
I
frog
know. I'm saying, but why they do Kermit like that though?
because Kermit's a frog.
What do they have to do with Muppets? I guess is what I'm saying. Who made this? Was this like an SNL thing or
Nah, just some guy's YouTube channel. Shout
Mark
to
Contero Films?
shout
This
to
is
Mark.
how we all wanted episode 6 of the Book of Boba Fett to go down. Goku and Mando reunite during the Jedi training session, featuring Kermit the Frog.
That's funny.
He said, "I watched this several times a day. I can't get enough." What else does this dude got? Just wondering. Do we got any other sweet things? It's morphin' time. He does this videos himself. He in the actual ceiling.
I think that's CGI.
This is all CGI. You think?
I
think
feel
that
like
was-
all this is made in Blender or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's CGI. I mean,
That's wild.
we might record.
If you can't be right, I do the same thing. I told
Hey.
you I changed, even when I knew I never could.
I'm easily impressed. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that was dope. Show me one more before I get up out of here because I think that was dope.
One more. Pick a good one.
No, we ain't giving no hope. I ain't Romeo with no hope. Giggity, 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 giggity.
That one didn't do it for me.
One more. Nothing quite. He got Groot. Maybe Yoda.
Words can't describe how thankful I am for you guys. So hopefully this dance routine can. Hit it, R2.
This dude is
Right?
yeah.
Hey, good for him.
No, like that one.
He's
Like,
been doing. This is fantastic. Let me write this down. I'm gonna show
Yeah.
this.
I'm gonna go back to this.
Where is YouTube?
He's definitely doing this thing.
Mark Canataro.
I really want to know: is he using Blender?
The Blender.
It's a program that you can use to make CGI, make via sites.
That's too cute. Oh,
Dude, how long does it take to make this? This one took close to a month because of how many characters and cloth sims were involved. Okay, cool. I'm guessing it would take way too long to make a fan film like this then, unless I had help.
yeah.
Many you had help. Why does every single one of them use the same animation data?
I don't know what
I thought
this
that was
is.
pretty cool.
Well, definitely.
What was it? What was he using? Was it Blender?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's ask him. I'm gonna go to his latest video and ask him.
Yeah, I guess it's all good. You ain't got that.
No, let's do it live. What do you use to
It's like some type of description.
do
And
this?
it's like
And we'll come back
other
next
people-
week and see if he replied.
for sure.
That'd be dope.
I got one more video.
All right, what is it?
Okay, we'll stop.
You know, what did that happen? I just turned off.
I would be concerned.
I knew it.
All right, you ready?
Gonna pull it out. They're gonna run their stuff, and again, really make Texas State guard for the entire shot clock.
Rasia Potter, the miss. Johnson, the rebound. Potter harassing in the backcourt. She and Johnson getting into it.
It looks like they're going to assess both players, I think, with technicals for a little bit of chatting, Brant, chatting.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
And here it is again. Razia Potter, first-year transfer out of San Jose State. I don't think
Look
she
at
liked
that.
the elbow Johnson threw
Yeah.
and just kind of stayed in her back pocket. Was happy to take the reach and foul to take the opportunity to
Happy.
exchange some words there with Johnson.
All right, that wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
What else happened?
I
Did she
would
spray
assume
her?
you're right here, Suzanne. We'll probably see double technicals
Did
assessed
she
here.
spray her? I need
Play
to
on.
know.
Yeah,
You want
that's
to say,
what
like, what happens next?
I thought I saw one of the officials give that indication, but we'll see. I know definitely a technical was assessed. I'm not sure. I'm assuming it was a double.
She said, "This is what you want." Oh no!
About to get word over
She was
here.
backing up to get the backpack. She said, "Say what you want, sweetheart.
Table, and yes,
They don't pat me down
technicals
here."
have been called on Jonna Johnson and
You
Razia
don't want to
Potter.
do that. You don't want to do that.
Again, I think that's probably a good call.
You know they can pat you down
It
at the
takes
field.
two to tango, Brant.
That was
And,
very terrible. I got in. I went in there.
one had just
And we're
said
playing. I was
something and
like,
the other walked
"Hold
away. I think
on."
we'd be play on, but again,
They ain't pat me down.
in a good manner.
I got in here with
Now
everything I
Potter
came in
cooling
here.
off on the bench for the
Yeah.
Trojans.
Yeah,
By the way,
I mean,
Suzanne,
That was whack.
no,
That was
big
whack.
development.
I also want to know, like, how's this girl playing defense with her hair all the way? Like, it's not ponytailed.
I'm
It's just
mad. She
down.
got mad at her because she missed the layup.
If not, they're going to pull it
I think
out.
she
They're going
fouled
to
her,
run their
maybe.
stuff.
She
And
ain't
again,
get
really
mad that
make
she
Texas
missed
State
the layup.
guard for the entire shot clock.
She wasn't
Razia
here.
Potter,
She threw the punch on her right there.
Johnson the
She
rebound.
threw the first punch on her right there. You didn't see it?
Where?
And
She
she had the
started driving
elbow.
to the basket.
And again, really make Texas State
Watch
guard
her
for
right
the
hand.
entire shot clock.
Never mind.
Razia
I'll say
Potter,
But then
Johnson
the
the
elbow.
Yeah.
She elbowed her first. Look at that shit. There was two elbows before that one.
Because
She
she
was
don't
trying
hit
to
her. Because she
restrict.
mad she missed the layup.
rebound.
No, she was just playing defense and got
Potter
elbowed twice. So
That's
she
not
said,
defense.
"Fuck
and
She's
this."
just
Johnson
fouling
getting
people.
into it.
Go back. Go back.
It looks like they're going to guard for the entire shot clock.
All right. Pause it.
Razia Potter.
Pause it and play it. Or play it, then pause it again. Okay, see that elbow?
That's one.
That's one.
Johnson the rebound.
That's two.
Potter harassing in the backcourt.
Yeah.
She and
I'm not
Johnson
playing
getting
these. If
into
you
it.
hit me with the first two elbows, I'm stop the fucking game.
I don't think she did.
Stop
I don't
the
think she
game.
made
They're going to
contact.
assess
She
You didn't
both
get her?
players, I
Can we
think, with
zoom in?
technicals for a
She
little
didn't make
bit
contact.
Do you have a zoom option? Is this CSI?
She didn't make
Enhance?
She didn't make contact. I'm trying.
Maybe it's the principle for her.
chatting, Brant, chatting.
Shit.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
You know, rubbed it up.
Here it is again. Razia Potter, first-year transfer out of San Jose State. I don't think she liked the
Nah, she
elbow
ain't make
Johnson
contact.
threw.
Yeah.
And
She ain't made no contact.
What is the principle?
I mean, the principle is that they're losing, and she's just trying to bring the ball up the court.
I think her team's winning, actually.
No, the person who's playing defense team is winning.
Oh,
Who's bringing the ball up? Not it.
yeah, that's good. That is fair.
And they losing with less than 2 minutes left. Elbows gotta be thrown at that
Before we go anywhere, are you guys getting the
Yo,
Kanye album?
No,
No.
why
no.
not?
Why not?
He said he got beef with Harriet Tubman, and it's crazy that all came full circle. Now I think about it.
Who said that beef with Harriet Tubman?
There was a list that Kanye came out with that said he had beef with a whole bunch of people,
Yeah.
and everybody was talking about Peppa Pig and stuff like that. And I don't understand all that weird stuff. But when you say you got beef with Harriet Tubman, it's a little bit different.
Hold
You
on,
gotta
hold on,
Woman who
hold on.
was not
Stop right
alive.
there. I got beef with Peppa Pig too. That show sucks, and she's a selfish little B word. That's what she is.
All I said
Have
was,
you seen that show? That show's horrible.
I'm talking about Harriet Tubman. He's talking about Peppa Pig.
Maybe it's a different Harriet Tubman, one that's alive and he knows.
No, nobody names their kid Harriet.
How do you know?
When was
Google
the
it.
you met somebody named Harriet?
Google how often the name Harriet's been used in 2020 something.
When's the last time you heard somebody named Harriet?
I don't know a lot of people, Darren. I be in my house.
You don't know a lot of people.
Be in my house.
You,
Well, you can't call a white girl Harriet, so
Why?
yeah, it went out of style. Like it fell off hard.
Thank you.
Henrietta.
1940s.
There's Henrietta, Harry. There's all kinds of different names.
Yeah, but I guess that Darren wins because nobody calls it Harriet anymore.
Yeah,
Harry.
yeah.
Harry's a subset. It works.
Harry's a guy's name. That's not the same. You can't do that.
Harry's not a guy's name. Harry's a unisex name.
Harry?
Harry?
hmm
I never met
Nah.
a female named Harry.
Henrietta. You can call him Henry.
Henrietta is not Harry.
What did I say?
You said Harry. I asked you twice.
Harrietta. Whatever it is. Harrietta. What's the
Hey, Henrietta. Oh, you talking
Maynard?
about that one? Nah,
Wait,
You
that's
talking about Harriet?
Harry.
Harriet. Yeah, that's the name I was thinking about. That's the name I was thinking about. Harriet. Yeah, it's short for Harry.
Nobody names their kid Harry. But anyway, Kanye, I'm not listening to his album regardless.
Hey,
It's funny because it's only coming out on that STEM thing, so I don't know. If I'm be
No,
able
it's
to.
not. That's not true.
Well, if that's the case, he's gonna owe a lot of people some money back.
The STEM thing already came out.
No, people are buying it just so they can get the album.
That's not just for the album though.
Which means it's not just.
The album's gonna come out normally.
I don't
But
think.
you get the STEM to also remix the first Donda.
I think it's exclusively coming out and stuff.
Okay, we gonna see.
Yo, Rob, can you check
what?
Kanye's album? Is it only coming out on STEM or is it?
Donda 2.
Donda to release. When Donda 2 was first announced over Instagram, West said the album would be out February 22nd.
It's the 27th today.
Shocker.
I'm just saying.
On February 23rd, 2022, 4 songs entitled Security, Pablo, Broken Road, We Did It Kid were released to owners of the STEM Player audio device via the player's website. Another 12 songs were added the following day as a part of the update labeled V222 blah 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 Miami. However, one of the 12 additional songs released entitled Keep It Burning was removed from the STEM Player website and replaced with the stadium version of True Love. A total of 22 songs, of which 15 are currently available, were announced via tracklist posted by West to his Instagram account February 18th.
So if you have the STEM player, you have the album already.
And he did that concert thing.
And so here's my question: Can you pull it up on Apple right now?
You can put certain songs up on
Is it
Apple,
actually
because
up?
I've listened to them.
I mean, it's how people who got STEM got it. Right?
I mean, if I can put it on my Apple Music if I go online and get it.
This stuff is up already.
Is this on Apple Music? That's my
Yes.
question. This
music video, yes.
City of Gods is.
Then I'm proven wrong, 100%.
There's like two other music videos
Yeah,
too.
it's just Heaven and
But
Hell.
it's from
just
the
not
it's
the
from
whole
the
album,
show.
though.
It's not the whole album.
No.
It's from the show though that they did the other day.
Okay.
Have you heard this song yet? This shit hard.
We can't play it right now. I'm done. We can't play it right now.
I've heard it.
But I'm definitely gonna check it out after this.
You should.
Have you ever seen Samurai Champloo, Rob?
No, I have not.
I've been making Darren watch it, and it's fantastic.
Is it an older one?
It's an older one, but the song.
I like older. I like the animation. It just feels. I feel like the new anime it just looks too clean.
It's hyper visualized.
I feel like the old anime. There's something about its old feeling.
It's clean.
It's just I don't know.
Mhm.
It feels it's like comfort food.
But this one, it's just different. Like I don't know if we can listen to it or not, but the soundtrack was dude by dude, and it's very hip hop oriented. And then the music inside of the episodes very hip hop oriented or very like Japanese culturally driven.
I can't pull it up right now.
But in your free time.
Yeah, in your free time. But the album, yeah. You said you already got the track list. You got it on your phone.
Yeah, what?
You got the soundtrack on your phone?
What? No,
Samurai.
it's just YouTube.
So real quick before we wrap up, we all going to see Batman this week. Any final expectations that y'all want to throw out there?
I'm
I
excited.
expect it.
I think it's gonna be the exact movie I've always wanted.
How long is it? What's the runtime?
3 hours.
3?
What? Hold on. Are you sure?
Yes, deadass.
Pull it
Nah,
up right now.
I don't believe that.
Pull it up
How
right
much you want to
now.
bet?
Just
Pull it
I
up.
don't
No, how
somebody
much you want to
bet,
bet?
and I'm just
I don't want to bet
somebody
anything.
sure.
Pull it up.
Sure.
Because if this is the case, I gotta
Oh
take a
my,
nap.
oh my
Because
God.
I'm not gonna get out till 11 o'clock. I gotta take a nap for this, or I'm definitely falling asleep.
What time does it start?
I sent y'all the shits. You tell me. Let's find out.
Are we?
I need to take a nap for this as well.
8:30. So yeah, we can definitely pull up to the house around 7:30 after my nap, and then I'll be ready to go. Oh yeah.
So are we meeting at the
Yep.
theater?
If you want to, that's fine. Cause yeah, I gotta have the kids, so it won't be room in my car.
All right.
You know it's gonna be far too much. Oh my goodness. But what do you mean by it's gonna be everything you wanted in a Batman movie?
3 hours long. It
So
better be.
Well, so I've always wanted them to do Riddler really well, to redo Riddler, and I've always wanted them to do a detective film, like
Jim Carrey did a
showing
great
showing
job
off
as a
Batman's.
Riddler.
Stop ruining it.
Jim Carrey did a great job as a Riddler. You don't remember that version of the movie back in the day? This is an old movie.
But here's the
This
thing,
ain't.
Darren.
This ain't.
I think
Jim
I'm about to new
Carrey.
one. I was about to get mad.
Jim Carrey
back
wasn't playing the Riddler. Jim Carrey was just being Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yeah.
Yeah, he
Bullshit.
wasn't playing the
Bullshit,
Riddler.
y'all. Bullshit. Y'all wrong.
He was being
Y'all,
Ace Ventura. That's who he was. That's just
y'all
how
are
he was.
mad disrespectful.
That's
You are mad
That wasn't the
disrespectful.
Riddler at all.
Riddler's like super like
He's probably the smartest villain Batman has. They have
enigmatic or
intellectual
whatever.
battles.
Like he's very He's very. You have to like Batman has to like evaluate
Riddler
himself in
is
the
like
world before he's able to do
the
it.
best way to
He
describe
makes
Riddler's like a very smart version of Saul. They're very
There you
similar.
go. I'm just ready to see this Batman kick ass because we got the good seats.
I don't know.
Oh, where's the seats at?
We're in the middle.
Hey, I'm hyped. I don't like getting popcorn. I'm gonna have to get popcorn, nachos. I'm gonna have to use a restroom beforehand.
The kids are gonna give you pocket hot dogs, just so you know. They're gonna be like, "Would you like a hot dog?" And if you say yes, they're pulling it from their pockets, just so you know.
Okay.
They're wrapped in foil, like from the concession stand, but they're pulling it from their pockets,
Wild.
and they've called it pocket hot dogs.
Okay, I got you.
I don't know, and I always tell them, I'm like, "You got some pocket ketchup," and they find that shit to be so funny.
Have you seen Napoleon? Have they seen Napoleon Dynamite?
No, I don't think they have.
Because that's what that shit reminded me of.
I need to get some Shirley's popcorn before I go in there.
Huh?
Shirley's popcorn.
You can't bring that shit in there.
If you why?
How are you gonna bring it in there? You're not allowed to bring outside food. Darren, do whatever makes your heart happy.
It's not gonna be the whole thing. It's gonna be a little bag.
Watch. It's gonna be like 7, 8 degrees that day.
All right, and on that note, y'all.
It is March.
So
It will be.
Thank y'all
It
for
was a
once
great
again
Black
tuning
History
in.
Month.
Thank y'all for once again tuning into the Purple Pill Podcast. It was a great episode. We'll see y'all again next week. Peace. Have a good one.
Peace.
3 hours? Jesus.